So, good morning, Snapchat.
Hi.
That's our daughter. So yesterday was not a great snap day for us. I pretty much snapped things like my drink and music.
So today I'm not going to do any gimmicks at all. I'm just going to give you raw, real footage of behind the scenes at Integrity Lash, the way it really is.
Because this is how I really am at Integrity Lash.
Why do you do this?
A beautiful woman with butterflies.
Let's see if there's peacocks.
And confidentially, I confess.
So there they are, going off to work.
Oh, they're babies.
Got a busy day.
There's a chicken over there. There's a chicken.
Good question. Why don't you use sensitive glue at Integrity Lash? So what we're going to do is we're going to get Tusney to come on here in a little bit and talk about why we don't use sensitive glue. And then also we're going to talk about LASIK. I haven't forgotten about that either.
So before I can explain why we don't use sensitive glues, I have to explain a little bit about the glues in general. Cyanoacrylates are the kind of adhesives that we use for eyelash extensions. It's all across the board. Everyone uses a cyanoacrylate. Basically, it's a form of super glue. Now, 5% of the population will have a known allergy. 5%. The only thing is that an allergy doesn't show up on your first exposure. It actually shows up on your third exposure. If you have the allergy on the morning of your third exposure, you're going to wake up with swollen, puffy eyes. More than crying all night, you will know that you have the allergy. It can be fixed very, very easily, but you do have to see a doctor. And you have to tell them two things. The first thing is, I have contact dermatitis. And the second thing is that you need a script for dexamethasone. It's a steroid that is safe to use on the eyes. So you can keep extensions once you have the allergy. You just put the medication on before you come in. If you forget, no big deal, but immediately you need to wash.
Okay.
So you immediately want to wash your eyes with a baby shampoo or OcuSoft or a cleanser just to help remove any residue. And then you put the prescription of the dexamethasone on the eyelids, and it's going to prevent that swelling from happening so you can keep the extensions. Okay, so that risk is across the board. It's 5%, and it's going to happen with any cyanoacrylate if you are allergic. So it doesn't really matter if it's a sensitive glue. Granted, there might be less of a reaction, but the risk still remains the same. So you're still going to have to consult your clients in the same way. You're still going to tell them there is a risk. It's going to be that 5%. But even more of a detriment to using a sensitive adhesive is that it doesn't hold as well. It doesn't bond as well. So they're going to lose their lashes faster, and they're going to have to come in again sooner, which means that they're going to be exposed to the glue another time. If you just use a regular strength, same strength, they're going to be able to last a little bit longer. That's why we don't use sensitive glue, because even if they use a sensitive formula, they're still going to have a reaction if they're at that 5%.
There you go. That's why we don't. Yeah, she's a nerd. You know. Right? You're a nerd. A B nerd. You'll have to actually use them.
I'll be fine. I'll have a giant scab on my face for a couple of days, but you know, it's all good.
Disgusting.
It's all good.
It's disgusting.
Your skin really sensitive.
If you want to see more, go to Tusney's Snapchat, her own personal
I
one,
documented the whole
and she
thing.
documented the whole thing. I almost threw up watching it.
Okay, so basically, we have the sweetest clients. One of my guests gave this to me from Comic-Con. She knows that I love Tokidoki.